Hello everyone, welcome to the Doings live show. We are the Doing Group and we are the manufacturer of the waste tire, waste plastic, oil sludge, pyrolysis equipment. Anything you want to know more, you can comment in the comment place or send a private message to us to leave your contact number, contact message. Hello, we are the Doing Group and the manufacturer in China to make the pyrolysis equipment, and we can get the flue oil and any other product like the carbon black, like the steel wire after the pyrolysis product. For example, we can get the flue oil for the burning energy in the glass factory or brick factory, and we also can get the carbon black at the heating energy or at the raw material at the for rubber or some paint. And this is what our equipment for. And anything you want to know more, you can just leave your contact message to us, and our manager will give you a detailed introduction. Welcome, we are just on the line. So anything you want to know more, you can just type in the comment place. And if I see, and I will answer you, have a communicate. So today's topic is to introduce about the equipment our factory have, and to show the investment or the prices that if you have an pyrolysis project, how many investment you need to have. This is our today's topic. Hello, and in the comment place, we have our WhatsApp number and our email. You can just contact with us directly or send the private message to us to leave your WhatsApp number. Or if you don't have WhatsApp, you can use the email to contact us, or telephone. Anything will convenient for you. And next, I'm gonna to have an introduction about this PowerPoint, and by the 3D video. You can have a wait, or anything you want to know more. For example, we have three kinds of equipment. The pyrolysis plant, we have three type. And the first is the batch type pyrolysis plant, and the second is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, and the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. We have three type of the equipment. So if you want to know, for example, I want to know more details about the batch type, you can type in the comment place, and I will show you the 3D video or some pictures our client have. Okay, and welcome our new friends and old friends. This is a Doing company. Good morning. It's good morning in China, and we are the Chinese company. We have our own factory, so you're also welcome to come to our factory and office, company, to have a visit to know more details about the product. Okay, let's show more about the information about our company and the equipment we have. This is a brief introduction about our company. I'm not sure if you can see this clearly. Okay, our name is the Doing Holding, and is established in 2011. We have a history more than 10 years, so we have much more experience in about the market, about the product, and anything else. You can trust us because we have a reputation or name in China about this kind of project, this kind of market. Well, is in Henan doing environmental protection technology company, and we have 7 branch company, and we also have a company in Africa, in Nigeria. Here is the name, the Nigeria branch, and other domestic and foreign companies and factories and our overseas warehouse. The company is completed we have the own factory and obtained more than 30 products patent. This is our patent. We will have an introduction about what kind of patent we have. For example, the vacuum device or the odor removal device or the removal system or the removal device is all our patent for the safety or for the environmental friendly. Okay, and this is the we have the manufacturing team, the after sales team, and the engineering team. So we have a perfect research and development, design, production, sales, after sales team. So if you have any questions after installation, after you have run this equipment, after you run the line, the production line, anything you want to, any questions you have, you can ask our engineer to solve it. The company product sells well in more than 90 countries and regions around the world, and they have prices and trust for users around the world. In each continent, we have our customers over 90, as I say, over 90 countries. So you are also welcome to visit our client's factory to know more about how our equipment run. But you need to have an appointment in advance to a visit. So you need to contact with our sales manager first, and our sales manager will help you to appoint. And say it again, just how to contact with us. You can leave your WhatsApp number or your email in the comment place, or send a private message to us to tell us your contact message. Okay, and the next is the some introduction about our main equipment, the waste plastic waste tire pyrolysis plant. This is the reactor of the plant, and your raw material will throw to this reactor to pyrolysis to have a combustion, and then we will get the oil gas after the high temperature. Then oil gas will go through the condensing system. Then it will condense into oil, and this is the main product we get. So about the raw material, not only the tire, the plastic, the rubber. This is our main raw material. This is the solid waste. We call it solid waste. And we also have other raw material. The hazardous waste can also use this pyrolysis plant to pyrolysis to oil. Or if your material is hazardous waste in some government, it will have some subsidies for you. Or some project fees. You can get some fees that some factories need to process this kind of hazardous waste. So you can not only get the oil, but only have other fees or subsidies. And for example, what kind of hazardous waste we can pyrolysis? Like the things have oil, like the oil sludge, the coal tar oil, or any other, because we have many types of the oil sludge. And if you have this kind of raw material, you want to know the oil yield, you can send the picture or the data to us, and our sales manager will have you an experiment or some test, some analysis to show you the for example, the yield or the profit you can get each year, or some what kind of equipment that is that can use for your raw material, because we have different types of the raw material, different types of the equipment. Okay, and let's go on. This is the raw material we have, and this is a pyrolysis plant. For the pyrolysis plant, we can use this kind of raw material to get the flue oil, and the flue oil can used at the cement plant, the steel plant, or the glass factory, brick factory, or the blower. We can use this kind of product, the flue oil, to heat our pyrolysis plant as a combustion to heat the pyrolysis plant. And this is another equipment that our factory have. So the raw material you have is the waste engine oil, or if you want to refine the flue oil, you can also use this kind of equipment, the refining equipment, or we say the distillation equipment. And as we say, the raw material, waste engine oil or flue oil, and we can refine it to the diesel. It's non-standard diesel, it can't used at the car, the taxi, but we can use that the tractor or the huge agricultural machine, the steamship or the trunk or the blower, or for example the diesel generator, this kind of places. So just now we have an introduction about our company. We have a mature team for the development, the design, the sales, after sales, and the production experiment. This is our mature team, and this is what is our pyrolysis equipment, pyrolysis plant for. The inlet is the tire, plastic, oil sludge, medical waste, or the daily waste, the daily garbage, and the outlet is the flue oil for burning, for heating, and another equipment, the distillation equipment. The inlet is the waste engine oil or the flue oil, and the outlet is the diesel for the steamship, agricultural machine, or the trunk or generator, the diesel generator. Okay, so let's go on. This is the picture of the pyrolysis equipment. We will have an introduction for you. It's kind of difficult to know. And this is the reactor. The first one is the reactor. So we put our material in it, and after combustion, it will have the oil gas. Then the oil gas will come out and the outlet. Can you see this? Yeah, can you see here? This is the outlet, and the gas went to the condensing system to cool down it to the oil. And first, it will come to the buffer tank. The name is buffer tank. The buffer tank have two effects. One is to slow down the speed, to make sure that all the gas in the condensing system have an effective condensed. Because if the speed is too fast, the gas will go through this kind of project too fast, and some of the oil gas will not condensed. And the second one is to deposit the mixture thing, for example, the carbon black or the oil sludge in the gas. We settle down this kind of thing to make sure it won't clog the tube that the condensing system have. Then after they go through the buffer tank, it will come to this condensing system. This is the first step. These two condensers, the first step, it's called vertical condensers. It have 4 tubes in it, and this is the second step is the oil water separator. it can not only condense the oil, but also to purify, to clean the oil, and to have a more quality. And then it is also a safety device to prevent the oil return to the reactor, because it will have some safety problems. And then the third condensers is this horizontal condensers. Horizontal condensers have the most condense effect, and it will condense the most of the oil gas to oil. It will have 37 tubes in each condensers, and this is another vertical condensers. When the oil gas through the third step, most of nearly 90% of the oil gas have condensed. So we need to make sure all the oil gas condensed. So we said the first step is also a vertical condensers. Then when all the oil have condensed, we also have some gas remained is the syngas or the tail gas, and the tail gas can use the burning energy to return to the reactor to heat the raw material, so we can reuse it, but if you just burn it directly, it will have some bad smell in it. So we need to purify it, and this is one of the patents that our company have. Just as I said before, we have more than 30 kinds of patent, and this is one of patent for us. The odor removal system. Sorry for the name. The odor removal system purify the gas, the bad smell, then it to make sure the environment and make sure there's no pollution for the plant. Okay, then we also have this project, as a name is a dust removal device, or the purification of the gas purification system, because we need to emission the gas at a standard quality. So we need to purify the gas, for example, the dust or the sulfur dioxide. In it, we have the sulfurization system. Some pictures if you want to know more, because most of our customers will concern about the sulfurization system. Some details you want to know, or the data you want to know, because different regions have different policies about this kind of emission policies, emission idea. So if you can leave where your project want to set. For example, Africa, for example, Thailand, for example, Canada, America, then our sales manager will give you a detailed introduction about, depends on your countries, on your policies. And by the way, our equipment, our desulfurization equipment can reach to your policies, reach to your requirement, because we have different kinds of system to reach to your standard. Okay, this is also a brief picture about the pyrolysis. It's also the reactor, the buffer tank, and then the condensing system. This tank is the temporarily stored tank. When the oil condensed, then it will temporarily stand here. And when the project finish, we will use the oil pump to pump them to the larger tank. Okay, this is the condensing system, and it doesn't show the sulfurization system or the oil removal system. We'll give you an introduction later. and final products of the pyrolysis plastic process. For example, our raw material is not only the waste tire, we also get the plastic, and different kinds of plastic have different raw material because, for example, if you have the pure plastic like the PPP, EPS, and the oil yield can reach to 90%. And it all depends on what kind of plastic you have. There are many kinds of the plastic in our daily life: the daily garbage, the medical waste, the paper mail waste, the plastic bag, for the and so on. So it's all depends on your material, and if you want to know your raw material have what kind of the oil yield, you can send your picture or video to our sales manager, or you can just send your raw material to our factory, and we have a free service to have experiment to test the raw material and the profit that your material can get. That's all free. So you need to contact with our sales manager first, and about how to contact with us, you just need to send a private message to us to show your contact message, the WhatsApp or email or telephone, or if you have the WeChat is a better way because most of our Chinese companies use the WeChat. If you have WeChat, it's more convenient. And this is the raw material and the product that if our equipment, our raw material is a plastic. So normally you can get about this show 60 to 70% of the plastic oil, and 20 to 25% of the carbon black, and 10 to 15% of the syngas or the tail gas. Okay, and it's say if your plastic is pure, clean, and dry, you can get a higher oil yield. And if your plastic is wet and dirty, the oil yield will be a little lower. It all depends on your material quality. And this is by burning our pyrolysis plant with different temperature and different kinds of waste plastic. Generally, you can get following products: the plastic, oil, carbon black, and the syngas. The equipment to pyrolysis the waste tire and waste plastic is almost the same. It's almost the same, but we have some little bit different design because for example, the different quality of the waste tire and waste plastic, and for example, if your material is a plastic, the plastic will have the paraffin or the wax, you call it the wax in the plastic. So in the condensing system, it will have a problem that it will block the tube in the condensing system. So we have the decock system, the decock design that can solve this kind of problem. If you want to know more details about this, because for example, yesterday the client asked me that how to solve the wax problem. This is our patent design, and you can send the message to us, and we will give you a detailed introduction about this. Okay, and this is the safety device that our production line have. You can have a look. For example, the anti-pressure reactor head and the whole reactor have the anti-design, and adopts the shape pressure vessel type reactor head, which is performed by one-time compression in head factory. The type of head is have purified the strong pressure resistant. This is the unique design that our factory have. You can only have this kind of design in few factories. So you can have a look. This will have a very high standard of the pressure restraint. So if you want to know more, you can come to our factory to have a look. We could show you some tests or data. And this is the OU water separator. We have an introduction later before. It can ensure the direction of gas not flow back. It's to prevent it to return to the reactor, because the reactor have a very high heating energy, very high heating temperature, and if it goes through back, it will have some pressure problem. Maybe it will have an explosion. So we need to prevent this kind of things happened. The water oil separator can not only purify the oil gas, because it will have some water. The flue oil will go through the water, so it will have a purification. And outside is also the water cover the condensers, the separator, so it can condense the oil, and at the same time is a safety device. Vacuum system. This green equipment is a vacuum system. It's also our patent extract. It can extract the residual oil gas in the reactor to ensure safety before open furnace door. Because some of our clients said when we open the door to discharge the carbon black, to have stack the carbon black, it will have a sudden explosion. And they ask us the reason. So I will have an introduction to you that why it will have a sudden explosion. This is because it will have some oil gas remain in the furnace. The residual gas remain in the furnace, and our temperature is in a normal pressure. It will not have some pressure to push the gas to go through the condensing system, go through the after system. So some gas remain in the reactor, or some of the raw material has not pyrolysis enough. We also have some gas in the reactor. Then, if we open the reactor, open the feeding door or the discharging door, and it will contact with the oxygen, contact with the air, and it will have, if we open it in a very high temperature, for example up to 70 degrees, it also have this kind of dangerous problem. So we have this patent design, the vacuum system, to extract the oil gas. Then we can prevent the sudden explosion. And this shows us the safety valve or alarm bell to make sure our work line is in a very normal pressure. For technological design to virus safety device, our process is full of safety insurance. Okay, and this is some of the safety device that show in this PowerPoint, and we also have some other details, some other safety device. And if you want to know more details about it, you can contact with our sales manager to send a private message to us to show the WhatsApp number or the email or the telephone or the WeChat. Okay, and this page show us, my God, it can't up in the high place. Okay, how do the environmental protection? Normally in the industry, you may consider this four type pollution: the water pollution, the air pollution, the smell pollution, and the noise pollution. And this is our self-design or some introduction about the water pollution. Well, the most important or the only one pollution that our equipment have is it's not pollution, it's a patent pollution, is the smell pollution. But we have the equipment to solve this problem. And other pollution, for example, the water pollution and noise pollution and air pollution, you don't need to worry because we don't have this kind of pollution. For example, we have no water pollution. The water in the whole process is circulating. The water is in the same as the water out, so it will have no pollution. The old water is in a water tank or the water pool, and when we need the water to condense the oil in the condensing system, we just use a pipe to pump the water to the condensing system, and all this process is sealed in the pump. So there's no pollution of water and no air pollution. What kind of things that will make the air pollution? The only one is the carbon black. It may give you some pollution about the plant, but we have our own design. The discharging carbon black. During discharging carbon black, there is carbon black lifting machine, and ensure the carbon black discharge in the pit. The process is sealed. You can see that it's an underground design, and to use this lifting machine to transport it to the carbon black factory or carbon black plant to have a deep procession. Okay, and the most important equipment of our manufacturing is the self-radiation equipment. So if you buy this, we will have no smell pollution, because we have this show us a professionally designed 2-layer order. It have changed. Now the design we have is 4-layer of the odor removal separator tower to effectively remove the gas, the sulfur dioxide gas. And the desulfurization tower is equipped with a water spray tower at the front of the dust removal. It can save the smoke smile, finally emission the white water vapor, so it will have no smell pollution. And about the noise pollution, we don't have some noise, and this is we don't need to worry about. Okay, and this is some pictures about our equipment. You can have a look. Wait a minute, I will show you. Okay, and this is show us some pictures about the client's project. Some installation case that you don't need to worry about in this installation, because we have the engineering team to go to your factory, to go to your places, your country, to help you to installation, and but at the same time it will have the training to train your workers to reach to a standard that can run this kind of equipment. For example, this red one is the pyrolysis batch type pyrolysis plant, and this is a condensing system, just as I show the vertical condensers, horizontal condensers, and oil separator, oil water separator, and this is the store tank. Later, I will show you some more pictures about our clients. Okay, and this is equipment, the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, and you can see that all you can see is the reactor. The reactor is much more longer than the batch type or the semi type because it have a very much more higher capacity. It can process 15 tons of the rubber powder, the Tyre rubber powder each day. The capacity is much more higher, and so if our design it is a two section of the reactor. It have two section, and this is a very in the middle of it is a high temperature resistant tube to give resist, and the red machine is the burning the burner to if you can use the well, the prices you need to ask our sales manager because in our live show it's not very convenient to say this kind of detailed. You need to contact with our sales manager. We'll have some prices because you have different machine in different section because the feeding section, the condensing section, the price is different. You need to send a message, the private message to us. We have two kinds of plant that have this capacity from 10 to 15, the batch type and the semi-continuous type. We will give you an introduction about these two types privately. Okay, and this is a burner of and later I will show you some other pictures. This is a reactor, and up this tube is the desulfurization system. If you want to see the capacity of 15, I can show you some pictures. And this client have 8 lines of the reactor, and the capacity is 15 tons for each line. It have 8 lines, and the raw material of this client is oil sludge. Because the oil sludge and the coal tar oil sludge. The coal oil sludge, because in this province of this client, it have much more a source of the coal, and it have some coal oil sludge. And after pyrolysis, it can not only get the oil and to have some subsidies of this kind of hazardous waste. And this is, you can see that this is a heating system. It can heat the coal because after pyrolysis, it can get oil and the coal dust. And if you use the coal to heat the energy, and not only the coal but also the natural gas, it used 2 ways to heat the heating energy, heat the reactor. Well, the price is very different, and I only know for example, if you have the one line of the batch type pyrolysis plant of the capacity of 15 tons, it is for example 30,000 or 3,000 RMB. I'm not sure about the dollars. I only know the Chinese way. So the details you need to contact with the manager, and it is also the batch type pyrolysis plant for the oil sludge, and you can see the combustion system, the feeding system. It's all use the PLC system. If you use this kind of system, it's more worker saved, but it's higher. The investment will much more higher. And this is a desulfurization system. Okay, you're welcome. You can see some pictures about it. It's all our client in China. If you want to see more pictures in your regions, I can find some pictures. You can leave your country or the region you want to have this project. I can have a check whether if we have some pictures. And this is client's factory, client's plant in South Africa. You can see it's the colors you can choose. And this is a condensing system. This is a vacuum device for the safety to expand the explosion. And this is all the removal system. Well, you have first step, you can see as same as the picture we showed before. The vertical condensers, the oil water separator, the horizontal condensers, and this is 2 vertical condensers, and the reactor. Okay, and this is the desulfurization. The gas desulfurization, it's acid resistant and corrosion resistant. We need to, the gas will through here, and after emission it will reach to the government standard. This is a capacity of 15 tons, and I can find more pictures of different type. You can see this is a plant unit. A unit have a very lower temporary capacity, 100 kilogram, 500 kilogram. Although it's small, but all the equipment it have, the reactor, this is a tank, storage tank. This is the oil water separator, condensing system, horizontal condensers, and this is also the horizontal condensers. You can see, and we also have the distillation system. The distillation equipment can refine the oil, the fuel oil, or the engine oil to the diesel, and the diesel can use that agricultural machine or the a diesel generator. This is the capacity of 100 kilogram. So you can went to our factory or went to the client factory to have a visit to know more details. This is a 3D picture of it. If you want to know the specific equipment of the of our company, you can type in the comment place. Or because, for example, you want to know the fully continue, or you have a large capacity of more than 100 tons, and you want to know what equipment I can choose. You can choose. You can type it. Okay, and this is a batch type, and this is a winch to feed the raw material, and the raw material can be the carbon black or the oil sludge. We need to this kind of feeding method. Or if your raw material is a whole tire, you only need an alter machine to press the material in the reactor. You can see that this is a reactor our shipping. We have our shipping team and installation team, the generation team, to help you to finish all the installation process. And we will have a service to train your worker, so you don't need to worry about the safety device, or you don't know how to use the line, how to finish all the project. Okay, you can see this is a burning chamber, and this is burning chamber to contact with the burners to heat the natural gas, and this is also a burning chamber, and we'll use the coal to heat. The feeding doors. This client's raw material is oil sludge, and so we need the oil pump to pump it into the furnace. And this is the cooling system, the reactor cooling system, because after pyrolysis we need to cool down the reactor, then to discharge the oil sludge or the carbon black. So we need to cool down it, and if we just leave it alone to cool, it needs more than 10 hours. So we have this kind of system. It will save the time to make sure more efficiency. And next, this is the water tank. One waste to condense the oil. We just show the pictures or the 3D pictures before is the tube condensers, and this is the second way to condense. It have different advantages or different different structures. So the details you want to know, you can just leave your number, and we will have an introduction for you. And the generators before is in the behind the furnace. You can see this is our logo. We are the Doing Group, and we are in China. You are so welcome to come to our factory or country, our company, to have a visit to know more details. And Today, we show you the pictures or some details about the equipment. We have three kinds of equipment. The fully continue has the more capacity and efficiency. It can work for 24 hours without stop and can work for 45 days to 60 days. And this is one of the equipment that our countries have encouraged us to have. And this it can slack and feed and pyrolysis at the same time, so we don't need the time to stop the reactor, to cool down the reactor and discharge it. It's all at the same time. This is the advantage of the fully continue. And for the batch type continue, it have most of the only nearly all the raw materials that can use the pyrolysis machine can use our batch type pyrolysis plant to have, because it's a very empty tank in it, and we can throw the whole tire or the waste garbage or some oil sludge, medical waste in the pyrolysis plant in the furnace, and it all can use it to pyrolysis. And the semi-continue can also ensure the same time for the feeding and the discharging and the pyrolysis, but the efficiency is lower than the fully continue, and it can have three furnaces of the raw material for each 2 days. The batch type is one batch for 1 day. This is the efficient or the capacity of it. The fully continuous capacity can reach to 50 tons. We have 15 tons, 30 tons, 40 tons, and 50 tons. And the batch type pyrolysis plant, we have the capacity of 10 tons, 15 tons, and 12 tons. The semi-continuous, we have it's more bigger than the batch type. We have 12 tons, 15 tons, 18 tons, and 20 tons. But all this capacity or something else we all can design, because we have our own factory nearby our company. You can have a visit. It is nearly 40,000 square meters. You can have a look. Okay, and then our live show will end in 5 minutes. And anything you want to know more, you can leave your question in a comment place or send a private message to us. I can find more pictures or the videos about this is one of the raw material, the whole tire. And this client's equipment is a fully continuous, so we need to process the whole tire to the tire rubber powder. Then to reach the fully continue, to reach the discharging and feeding and pyrolysis at the same time, because we need to work it in a sealed environment without oxygen. This is the workers to cut the tire to the block. This is to crush it to the powder. You can see, and to leave the steel wire out of the rubber powder. And this is the transportation is underground to prevent the dust, the powder dust, to have a pollution of our factory. You can see we use this lifting winch, lifting machine to transport the rubber powder to the next plant, the pyrolysis plant. This customer have 2 lines of 50 tons fully continuous rubber powder pyrolysis plant. You can see it. It's just running, it's just working. The burner and the tail gas burner. The 15 tons, the length is 26 meters. Is an insulation cover to protect the energy and make sure it's safe, have a safe environment. If we just touch it, we can touch it by our hand without some safety and dangerous. This is the discharging and the condensing. We will show it before. I can show you the oil come out to the condensers. We have a window, the glass window, to see the qualities and how much oil we get. You can see that the oil, the quality is very high. It's very pure, clean. You can see the oil. The desulfurization system. And this is a burning chamber to burn the syngas or the tail gas. It's all link with the desulfurization system, so it won't emission randomly, casually. And this is a large oil tank. We'll store it here. The oil we get will store it here. And this is what we said before, the water pool. The water pool, we won't have the water pollution because all the water will recycling to pump the reactor, pump to the condensing system. Okay, now this is today's introduction about our equipment. No more details. You can just contact with us by the WhatsApp or email. You can leave your private message to us privately to send your message, your contact message, for example, the WhatsApp, telephone, email, or any other like WeChat. So this is today's. Well, thank you for your watching, and we will have our live show every week. Thank you for following us or subscribe us. Goodbye.